Hello and welcome to this channel, everybody. This is the Eradicator, and in today's video we are going to talk about this year's Citizencon, which is going to be Citizencon 2949, also known as Citizencon 2019, of course. And recently we've been told about the date, which, to be frank, is quite an unusually late date. Usually Citizencon happens during October, eventually, late October, early November. But this year, we are going to have Citizencon on November 23rd, 2019. It is going to take place at the Manchester Central Convention Complex in Manchester, England, of course, which is where, not where, but near the office of Foundry 42, which is where they are developing most of Squadron 42. So this is a very interesting date, in my opinion, because I remember last year they were saying that they were going to release the Q3 update at the same time as Citizencon, but let's have a quick look this time at the roadmap. And if we have Q3 is actually not very fleshed out. There's not a lot of things in the Q3 actually. We just have some armors and glass visor improvements. We don't have many different locations, just unoccupied rest stops and interior variants. A few AI improvements, such as the NPC improvement shopkeeper, some gameplay eventually, fuel scooping, player swim, that is maybe a little bit interesting. PvP bounties, definitely exciting, but there's not a lot of meat and potatoes. Ships, no new ships, they're just a bunch of reworks or the Vanguard variants. And some exciting guns such as the missile launcher or the grenade launcher, but that's about it. Did I forget anything? Yeah, there's the planetary ground fog, the improved terrain shadow, and the atmosphere tech improvement. But to me, guys, in my opinion, 3.7 seems like an intermediary. This is hard to say. This is like a filler update. If you see what I mean, it doesn't have a lot of meat and potatoes. In my opinion, the biggest update to come is definitely going to be 3.8, and we should definitely have a look at what's in store for 3.8, because guys, this is what I believe is going to be shown at Citizencon. That's why they are going to have Citizencon on November 23rd. It's just going to be about a month away from the release of 3.8. In my opinion, they are going to release the 3.8 to the Evo Caddy during Citizencon. I'm actually, going a little bit forward. I'm maybe being a bit bold here. Maybe this is a bold statement, but I really believe that this is what they're going to push on. It's in 6 months. They've already worked on 3.8 quite a bit, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more regular progress as we move on, with 3.6 and 3.7. At the same time, they are also going to make progress on 3.8, as we have seen before, because they want this to be at least Evo Caddy ready for Citizencon. And the reason is actually very simple. There is a lot of very exciting things to talk about. Remember, guys, Citizencon is a show, so this is not just about showing the current work. They also want to create some hype. It's the hype train. Citizencon is the hype train. They want to excite as many people as possible. They want backers who may have signed out to come back. They want current backers to be even more excited and spend even more money. And they want to attract more backers, some backers who maybe were following, naysayers, some backers who eventually never heard of South Citizen before. I guess there are still some people like that. So that's what they want to do. They want to blow your mind for 3.8, and there's definitely lots of things to do here with 3.8, and that is going to be first Planet Microtech, which is going to be absolutely amazing, especially when they're going to show this brand new landing zone, new Babbage landing zone in this frozen environment where there's going to be these icy fog weather, these snowstorms, dynamic weather, which is what they're going to work for especially in 3.7, and they're going to get that ready in 3.7 for 3.8. So they are going to blow our mind right there already with Microtech and the new Babbage landing zone, but not just the new Babbage landing zone, also all of the other biomes that they're working. Microtech is not just going to be some kind of Hoth-like frozen planet. It is going to contain some tundra type of environments with grasslands, pine trees. It's not going to be tropical, of course, but probably it's going to be something similar to what you would have in Canada or Russia, for example. This is, in my opinion, the type of environments that we can expect for Microtech, which is going to be a nice change because so far we've only had barren or full city or destroyed environment planets like Hurston. So it's going to be quite refreshing, if I may say so. But it's not just going to be Microtech. They are also going to blow your mind with a lot of different types of things, especially here the gameplay area, the first dynamic mission system, economy generated mission. This is something that we definitely need. This is something that we have in Elite Dangerous. For example, you go to a location in Elite Dangerous and say they produce X type of commodity, but to produce that type of commodity they need other commodities for the production, but if they don't have it, it's slowing down, it's increasing the prices, and so some missions are being generated to bring in that commodity that they need. I believe that this is what we're going to have here with this dynamic mission system. We're also going to have the security system, which is going to be quite fun too. Security that is going to control access to private area and object. This is definitely something that we did, especially for our own ships. Something that players are really excited about also is salvage mechanic. I can totally see that they're going to have an entire booth, an entire workshop dedicated to salvage, maybe an entire presentation, a 2-hour presentation on salvage, which is what they've been doing for Citizencon, which is lasting, for an entire day. Of course, Chris is not speaking for an entire day. There are other panels that are going to, make presentations, and I believe that salvage is going to have its own maybe 1 or 2 hour presentation, something a lot of players are waiting for. NPC healing, this is also something that a lot of people are waiting for, and people will be extremely excited to play as doctors or healers in the game. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that also gets its own specific panel. The next thing, this is the one I'm the most excited about here regarding these gameplay mechanics. FPS close combat, basically fighting with fists. We have maybe an image of what could be a bar fight here in the roadmap. I am so excited about bar fights. I definitely want to fight in bars. I want to show who's the daddy, who's the eradicator, and definitely I am going to do that. Maybe we're gonna have our own Star Citizen version of Fight Club. We don't know, but I am pretty sure that they are going to show that, maybe even in the keynote presentation from Chris Roberts. We also going to have the player status system, which is going to be pretty exciting too. Remember all these toilets that we see everywhere in the game? Well, probably we're gonna have to use them from 3.8. So eating, drinking, sleeping, and going to the toilets. I cannot wait for this to have also its own panel at Citizencon. This is going to be very interesting. We're also going to have ship-to-ship docking and ship-to-station docking, which is important for some of the bigger ships. Speaking of ships, this is also why Citizencon 2019 is going to blow your mind. The Karak will be ready, and I wouldn't be surprised if the presentation is going to involve maybe the presenter, the CIG staff who is going to play the game for the presentation. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe there's going to be a group of CIG staff playing in a Karak in 3.8. That would be amazing. It would be so awesome to see the Karak in action, and I believe that this is what they will do for 3.8. We are also definitely going to see the Hull C, especially since they are going to talk about ship-to-ship docking, and that ship here cannot dock. That ship cannot land on planet. It has to dock to stations, so definitely they are going to show that. But that's not all, guys. I also believe that they are going to talk also about 3.9, because 3.9 is just 3 months after 3.8. It is going to be released 4 months after Citizencon. This is a very short time. I mean, regarding if you're thinking about how long the project has been taking, 4 months is the scale of Star Citizen a very short time, and I wouldn't be surprised to see the new version of Crusader, or at least a preview of the new version of Crusader. They are going to say that, of course, this is work in progress, and that would make sense, just like they've done so many times with lots of different iterations of different locations that we've seen before. So we are going to have a very early version of Planet Crusader, of the final version of Planet Crusader, as well as maybe Horizon Landing Zone. Probably, I don't think we'll see New Babbage Landing Zone V2, but probably we'll have a glimpse at Horizon Landing Zone. I wouldn't be so surprised by this. And maybe they will also talk about some of the new mechanics that traders are really waiting for, some of the things that we traders are really excited about, especially the accounting app, which is going to track all of our transactions, something that we definitely need. I hope that this is also something we can use to pay people, because as traders we definitely need sometimes to pay other players to pilot our ships. I really hope that we can do that here with the accounting app. Also, the commodity transfer timers is going to be a very interesting mechanics, and it would be very interesting if they could show us that, as well as the economy display terminals, which is going to show us various data around the verse regarding the economy, and it is going to definitely help the traders making as much money as possible. So there we have it, guys. This is why, in my opinion, Star Citizen Citizencon 2019 is going to be mind-blowing. The reason why they're saved the date for November 23rd is because they don't want to talk about 3.7, unlike what they said that they would be showing and releasing Q3 update during Citizencon. I think that they changed their mind, which is something that happens a lot with Chris, but that's okay. I really believe that they are going to show us 3.8 and 3.9. So not everything in 3.9, but some parts of 3.9. Also, one more thing, this also matches the date of the anniversary sale. So they are going to combine, since it's going to be such an exciting Citizencon, and people are going to be so hyped, they are also going to combine that with the anniversary sale, where all the ships are going to be available for sale, which in my opinion is a very smart move. So tell me what you think, guys. Do you agree with me, or do you think I am extrapolating? Do you think that I am anticipating too much? Please tell me what you think in the comments down below. Also, this month I have a giveaway. I am giving away an Origin M50 Interceptor, which is the fast little racer from Origin GmbH. Don't forget that all you need to do is to subscribe to this channel and comment to any of my videos that I publish this month. The winner is going to be announced early June. Good luck to everybody. This giveaway is, of course, brought to you by my Patreons. Patreons get access to lots of different cool perks, including automatic participation in giveaway. You can ask your questions and have your questions answered live in the show. You get access to my Discord and more things. Go check it out if you really want to help me out, support this channel, and help me buy a new computer. I know, guys, I know you have been complaining a lot about the performance of my computer, which is getting 4 years old, and I know it is a bit old. I hope I can get a new one for Citizencon 2019. But if you want to help me out, and maybe help me get one before, you can check my Patreon. That is definitely going to help. That's all for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Eradicator. I'm signing out.